Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hazeeq, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Harmony One. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. Also, there's a donation link down below in the description if you want to donate to support the kids in Gaza. Even a few dollars are going to make a difference. Now, let's jump into the TA. So taking a look at the daily chart, you can see we are trying to solidify above this top in August 2022. And if you remember, if you've been watching my channel throughout the bear market, you know that this high for Harmony One is crucial to break above. Because once we can do that, we essentially confirm that the bear market bottom has been printed and we're not going to be coming back down to those October 2023 prices. Why? Because this is the point of rejection for us after a massive capitulation. So we had a massive crash. We tried retracing, and then this was essentially the spring that sent us all the way down to that bear market bottom. So if we can break above that major resistance level, we can actually assume that the bear market bottom has been printed. That would be your official confirmation, so to speak. Now, you can take a look at this falling wedge pattern that we gave you back in October/September 2023. We saw a very nice break out of there that led to this local top in December at 0.002278 cents. From there, we saw a nice retracement of approximately 40% and another move to the upside, approximately 3x from those prices. And from the bottom in October, we're up approximately 4x in total. So this is looking really bullish. We can also add a 5-wave structure here. We have wave 1, wave 2, and now this is the wave 3, which is always the biggest wave of the Elliott wave count. So this could potentially take us up to the 1.618 technical target. We could see a retest of the support here at roughly 4 cents, and from there we could, for example, take a look at 10 cents as our target, right, in the next few months here. But that's just a hypothetical, and if you take a look at the previous bull market, you can see how these big candles can actually happen. So this is what we call a 5-wave structure, which is very clear here from March 2020. Wave 1, wave 2, massive wave 3, wave 4 retracement, and then a wave 5. So this was a clear wave 5, and we peaked out over here at almost 40 cents. And this wave structure that I'm giving you is slightly smaller. It's a slightly smaller wave count, right? So this could potentially be like a short-term wave count, and then this entire count is going to be a wave 1 in the grand scheme of things. Then we have a wave 2 correction, right? Then we have the wave 3, the massive move to the upside after maybe the Bitcoin halving, and then we have the wave 4 pullback, and then of course a peak somewhere maybe at $1 or higher than that. That would be the wave count there, and each one of these waves is going to have a subset of an Elliott wave count. So that's how deep it gets. Now, if you're looking to get into Harmony One, let's say you haven't bought any coins yet for some reason, maybe you didn't have the chance, you didn't have the funds at the time. So if you're looking to buy in right now, I would say no. Of course, not a financial advice, but this is not where I would be getting into Harmony. Full disclosure, I do not own any Harmony tokens. So what I would actually be looking for is, I would be looking for entries between these two local tops here. So you can see we have one local top over here, which is April 2023, sitting at roughly 2.5 cents. And then we have another local top over here, and that is from December 2023. So these two tops could act as support for us once we start, once we start retracing. Now, when we start retracing is the big question, because until that happens, we can continue with this move to the upside. Like I said, wave 3 can maybe take us up to the 1.618, which is your technical target based on this entire fractal here, right? You break above the local top there, you break above it, you're looking at 6 cents, or 0.0638 would be the actual target. So I would wait for retracement. I know you're feeling like you're missing out, and I know you wanted to do better. It's fine. you will still have an opportunity to buy back in. You just have to be patient and make sure to set up some buy limit orders in advance. Of course, the 20 MA is always an optimal entry point, so you can always use that to at least start building a position. No one is telling you to go all in off of the 20 MA, but at least start building a position so you can potentially at least have some coins, right? Even if you continue pumping from there, at least you have something in the markets. Now, the daily RSI, as you can see, is very overbought. So no way am I gonna tell you that this is a good entry point. No way. This was a really good entry point. So January, February, we saw that nice retracement. This was a really, really good entry point. This was a nice descending pattern here that we had. As you can see, we had this resistance trend line here, and then we had this support trend line over here, and then from there we saw a very nice breakout. So this was your last good opportunity to buy below, 1.5 cents. But from there we exploded. So right now we would be waiting for a retest of that block that I just gave you. Of course, if we have a black swan event, a capitulation, a crash, we're going to see a massive wick to the downside. So in that case, you can take a look at some of these lower Fibonacci retracement levels. And if I just extend this to the right side, we have the 0.786 at 0.02279. We have the 0.618, which is the golden ratio, sitting at 0.01852. So that's as low as I would expect the price to go. Of course, if it drops lower for whatever reason, feel free to buy. Obviously, the lower it goes, the more you have to buy. But I'm just being realistic here. I don't think we're going to be coming back down to, 0.014 cents or anything like that. But hey, anything is possible. I'm not going to say that I have a crystal ball here and I don't predict the future by any means. But let's switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. All right, taking a look at the weekly, immediately you can see that we broke above this resistance level, which has been keeping us down since August 2022. As you can see, multiple back tests of resistance, and I said once we break above that, that is going to be a major signal. And I also said that we have to take a look at the volume indicator. If volume starts picking up, then that would confirm the breakout. And you can see we have some volume coming in. This is still good volume here coming into Harmony 1. So effectively, this does confirm the breakout. We're hoping to see a bullish cross on the weekly chart here, where the 20 EMA is going to cross above the 55 EMA, which is the red line, and the 20 is the yellow. And then we have the 200 EMA, which is going to be a major resistance for us for the foreseeable future. Once we break above that, I would say you can start looking at some fib levels. So we have this Fibonacci retracement set up from the bottom in August 2023, and the top here, which is the January 2022 high. And we're running into the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level as of right now at 0.0362 cents. So that is going to be a massive level for us to break above. Once we can do that, and once we break above the 200 EMA, then we're looking at the 0.5, which is sitting at 5.5 cents. That would be your next level to look at, to eyeball. And of course, the golden ratio there at 0.086 cents. So all of these you can, if you want to, of course, you can start taking some profits off the table if you want to do that. If not, if you're looking to hold until higher targets, maybe the all-time high, maybe 94 cents or around $1, if you believe Harmony 1 can do that, then of course by all means feel free to hold. But the chart in general looks bullish because we did print a higher low here. We have a high, so what we need to do now is break above the all-time high and get to that dollar price. That would continue this long-term uptrend that we have going on. So let me know what are your entry points into Harmony 1. Let me know what are your targets into Harmony 1. For entries, you can also target the 20 and the 55 EMAs on the weekly, really good entry points. And of course, the teal resistance trend line that we just broke above. This could be our support in case we see a pullback. Look at this potential play that we could see coming back down to that teal trend line for a back test of support, which is very typical after you break above a major resistance. And here is a good example of how the 20 EMA is going to be acting as a support throughout the bull market. So it's going to be your support band. Whenever you see the 20 EMA on the weekly retested, that is an optimal entry point. So that is it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe and take care.